Now, today's question has been sent in by Srikanth. He says, it is often mentioned in your discussions that the retirement corpus should range between 25 to 40 times worth one's annual expenses. So does this take into account one's retirement age? And does the same calculation apply for early retirement also?
Yes, it takes into account retirement ages. The whole retirement plan premise is based on a set of principles. The principle is that if you have a diversified portfolio, and if you are withdrawing, 4% of your money, 4% of your capital, you are in the safe zone. You are unlikely to consume, dip into your capital. But it never happens in a straight line. Some years equity will give you 10-12%. Some year it will be giving 4-5%. Some years it will be down minus 10%. Some years it will go up by 50%. It is based on the basic expectation that equity will generate 1.5 times to twice as much that of the prevailing fixed income return. That's one. But it will come in a fairly inconsistent manner. That is why you should also have a fixed income allocation for providing stability to your portfolio. Then having 25 times or 40 times is entirely a matter of having more is enough. With a 25 times, you will be able to withdraw 6%. And assuming your investments generate 12% return or 10% return, the 4% will be left over to support higher income every 2-3 years. So it is an inflation adjusted income plan based on a diversified portfolio and a conservative withdrawal plan of 4 to 6%. Initial years, you should keep it 4 to 6% and let one bull run actually drive up your capital values so that you will have the margin of safety. And so to cut it short, one is that it is based on a set of principles. Don't take it as a rule book. All these things are very fluid. Some years it will be very bad. Some years it will be very good. It is substantially good. So much so that, you might think like, increasing your withdrawal rate because your capital has gone up. Don't do that. Keep your expenses in control. Be reasonable about things. And I'm hopeful that, this is the only income plan which people have to worry about. It takes into account, your longevity. It takes into account, but most of the financial plan really can't take care of many of the things we worry about. There are so many dependents, there are so many variables, how many dependents you have, what is your health situation, how your expenses will change in your retirement. Most people think that you are spending 1 lakh rupees today, and if you will have 1 lakh rupees post-retirement, that will be good enough. Maybe, in the initial years, maybe much less will be good enough. And thereafter, depending on your health situation, depending on what kind of things, your context, it can change dramatically. So it's always good to have some margin of safety, margin of error, margin of things not going the way you expected them to be. And that is why having more capital when you can have it more works.